Hey YouTube, Wildcat Piper here, coming to you from the living room. I almost said the living lounge. And hope everybody's doing great on this day. My new sports team I've been rooting for, the Nashville Predators, they play tonight. Hopefully it's the first time I've ever really spent any time rooting for NHL. But for some reason, I've kind of grown attached to the Nashville Predators. I think some of it is because I love that logo. It's a great looking logo. Kind of reminds me of the Wildcats. And plus, they're a pretty good team. So I've been rooting for them. And I'm smoking my Morgan Snub Ants. Great pipe. And in the Snub Ants, I am smoking some Woody's Treat. And that kind of brings me to my first topic today. And that is, where is Woody? Haven't really seen him in a long time. I think 7 months was the last time he did a video. And those of you who know Woody 76 would probably agree with me that we miss not seeing him on here. Hope you're doing okay, Woody. Woody was a blender and blended this particular tobacco, the Woody's Treat. He had many others, but this was my favorite. And when he was selling his cellar of his tobaccos out, because the regulations kind of hammered him, he had a pound of Woody's Treat, and I jumped on it as soon as I saw it. So I've got a pound of Woody's Treat still in my cellar, plus I got this here that I can smoke while that's still maturing. So it is a great English. I would tell you, go get some, but there's none to get. And I'm just thankful and blessed to have some of his work. His favorite one, well, I don't know if it's his favorite. One of his favorite pipes was the Morgan pipe. One time I think he smoked it every day for a month, or every time he smoked, that's what he smoked, and really got his Morgan pipe colored real nice. So in your honor tonight, Woody, I'm smoking a Morgan pipe as well as your Woody Treat. So I tip my cap and my pipe to you, Woody, for your friendship, and I just hope everything's okay with you and your family. That's the first thing. The second thing that I wanted to tell you is, in the mail, I got a few little items. One of them is this really beautiful Rossi pipe. It is an Otranto, O-T-R-A-N-T-O, Tronto. And it is a great little pipe. I've been smoking it, and it is just a great pipe. I don't know, I think I've showed this before. Got this little bowl here my wife got for me for Christmas. I love it. I keep it right here by my chair. She got it at some frou-frou place, but man, that is perfect for pipes. And so that's great. But the other thing I got was, pardon my swinging my head so much, was I bought some Zippos. The first one I got here came today, was this thin blue line, supportive of our law enforcement. I've kind of gathered been drawn towards the flag Zippos. I've got this one. Of course, you've seen this one before with our Second Amendment rights. And I think you probably have even seen this one as well. So those are my flag pipes or flag lighters I got. But now my favorite lighter, I think, for sure, is this one right here. I got this one today as well. And it is just a fantastic pipe. It is not a Zippo. It is a Kuboy, Kuboy, Kuboy. It's a great little Zippo. When you take off the top, see the bottom? A little different than the Zippo lighters. It's not a Zippo. I keep referring to it as a Zippo. This is not a Zippo, but it has that little thing. And then it has this, what I do with, oh, here it is. It has this little thing on the bottom, the little, and gosh, I got too much stuff in my hands here. Set my pipe down. That's a scary thought, isn't it? But it has a little flange right there, and if you've got something strong enough to get in there, and I gotta figure out another way to get that. This little flange comes up and it unscrews, creates a little hole for you to put your oil in. Then you put that, but see how it's sealed up? So that would prevent you from it drying out as quick as it does. Plus it's covered really well, if you can see right there. Sorry about that, some idiot called. But as I was saying, this little thing goes right over there and it covers it nicely. So you got a really good seal on that. So I think it'll keep it from drying out. And then when you put it back in here, it is a really super tight fit. And so that's great. It is definitely one of my new favorite. And it lights your pipes quite well. Mean nothing if it didn't light your pipes, right? And boy, I tell you, that Woody's treat is delicious. So, but I got those in the mail. Also, as you can tell with my hat, I got my Predators hat in the mail as well this week. So it's been Christmas around here. Got to go Sunday and go visit my mom. Crazy thing happened on the way to see her, though. We were coming out of Lexington, and we were still in Lexington, came up to a light, and in the lane beside us, but kind of up front, I looked, and there's no one in the car. And then I saw people gathering and looking at the car. The car had 3 people in it, but they were all slumped over. And that's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, they're at a red light, so it's not like they just pulled over somewhere. They were in lane at the red light. And a guy motioned for me to come over, and so I went over to it was actually a passenger in the front seat. And he was not, I shook him, he was not coming to. And when I worked at corrections, I learned the sternum rub, to get guys awake and stuff, and you did a stern rub on him, and he woke up immediately but was really lethargic. And so I was trying to talk to him and told him, I said, what have what kind of drug have you taken? Because it sure looked like they had taken some drugs. And the guy in the back was just now wrestling around and coming to. He was a little bit more alert than everyone, but the driver was still completely passed out. So I went over around on the driver's side and opened the door, and he had drool coming down the corner of his mouth, and he was not receptive. The lights were not on, and nobody was home. And I did a sternum rub. The first one I did, got no reaction, which kind of scared me. I thought maybe this guy. And I did a little bit harder, and he grabbed my arm, because that hurts, if you've ever done that. He grabbed my arm, and I said, "Hey man, I'm just trying to help you, but you've got to keep your eyes open. You've got to, wake up here, and I need you to stay awake." And then he dozed back off, and I did another sternum rub. He grabbed my arm, he started pushing me away. Of course, he didn't know who I am. And I was just trying to tell him, "Hey, listen, I'm here to help." And I reached over to try and unfasten his seatbelt so we could get him out of the car. And he grabbed my arm again. And by then, a nurse had come up. She said, "Hey, listen, I'm a nurse." So I stepped back and let her take care of it. Well, the police came, and they gave him, I guess, some Narcan. Because the next thing I know, man, he is up. He is standing outside the car talking to the police. They didn't arrest those guys. And no one was arrested, not even the driver, which I kind of thought was weird. But I guess they couldn't prove that they were under the influence of drugs, other than the fact all three of them, all at the same time, were passed out. But anyway, I just hope they're okay. And so they made them walk home, so they took off walking, and they ended up towing the car. I thought that was just kind of weird, these guys doing that. And you never know these days, what goes on. And but it's just crazy. I mean, this drug thing is just getting really, really crazy out there. And I hate that. So, but anyway, we went on up, had a great day with my mom and my sister, and my brother-in-law and his family was up there, and my nieces and great nephew, and note to self, be careful of the flame when you're smoking a stub. I think I smell burnt hair. Boy, that's good. But I hope everybody's doing great today. It's been a great week. The weather's nice. My wife tonight is at a meeting, and so I thought, well, I'll just do a video inside. The dogs are here gathered around me. I've been watching some Daredevil, getting ready to jump back in on some of that, and hope you guys have a great night. Blow some smoke rings in the air, but above all, my friends, be blessed. Talk to you soon. Woody's treat, brother, you hit a home run with that, and I miss you. Talk to you soon.